Coming to the question directly, in ancient India, there were not so many divisions of yoga. When we go to the Vedas, yoga was used altogether in a different connotation. For example, Rig Veda, the oldest text in this world, uses the word yoga in the sense of harnessing. Like two bulls are harnessed for plowing, as we have seen in our villages when the farmers plow the land. So it is same. We can use it in the same sense. In yoga also, we have to use or harness our mind into our soul, into our heart. That is yoga. We can interpret like that. But the word yoga has also been used in the sense of yoke. You know what is yoke? Traditionally, there's a rod connecting the two bulls when they are plowing the land. That is called yoke. And it is also phonemically similar to the Sanskrit word yoga. Therefore, yoga was known to us at least for more than 5,000 years. And yogic postures were also there. But the organized form of yoga was not to be found in any text. Of course, Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita uses some yogic terminology. Especially in the 4th chapter, he says that it was he who taught the science of yoga to the sun, S-U-N, the sun god, who taught it to Manu. Manu is the originator of all men. Therefore, in Sanskrit, we are all called Manushya because we come from Manu. So, and Manu taught this to Ikshvaku, one of the kings. So in this way, yoga was taught to the royal personages, and Lord Krishna says that due to ravages of time, this yoga was lost to humanity, and he had come there to instruct the same yoga to Arjuna. Therefore, we have this yoga not called by any name, which was propagated by Lord Krishna. The greatest contribution of Lord Krishna is to introduce the concept of surrender and devotion to yoga. So bhakti. And interestingly, all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita in the form of dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, each chapter is called yoga. So even the first chapter, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, where we find the condition of distress of Arjuna, that is also called yoga. Second chapter is called Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya meaning knowledge. Third chapter is called Karma Yoga, the action. So like this, each chapter, for example, 12th chapter is called Bhakti Yoga, devotion. So each chapter is called yoga. But in the traditional books of yoga, which came after, let us say, 12th century AD, we have only 4 main divisions of yoga. Hatha Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga, and Raja Yoga. So, Hatha Yoga means the yoga which we use with force. And there are limbs in Hatha Yoga, which we may take up later also. And Mantra Yoga is the using of mantras. Mantra means a mystic syllable. It may be 1 syllable, 2 syllables, a word or a sentence, which is packed with some power. And then we have Laya Yoga. Laya Yoga means the merging of two. That is, one merging with the other. Laya Yoga. But technically, it is defined as a condition where the past impressions have been eliminated and a person does not have the memory of the objects that were there. So this is called Laya Yoga. And finally, the Raja Yoga or the Royal Yoga. But all the texts on Hatha Yoga agree on this point, that all the other forms of yoga may lead one to Raja Yoga, because Raja Yoga is the ultimate. All these yogas, their power or the role is to lead one to Raja Yoga. And it is through Raja Yoga one attains liberation, or whatever it is, it is called by so many names in literature. So these four are the systems that are used in old schools. Of course, later on people started using Kundalini Yoga, Tantra Yoga, I mean, you name it. There are so many systems of yoga, but these four are found in texts on Hatha Yoga.